shortening the sales cycle, but it's about thinking like the customer, understanding what they want, need, or lack, and then what your product or service, how it benefits them, so they can do what, because that's really what they're looking for, so they can, and, you think about like financial advisor firms and stuff, a lot of times they're really focusing on so you can retire and maintain your lifestyle, so you can invest in your grandchildren's college education, so you can take that incredible vacation, whatever it is, it's the so you can, because that's really at the end of the day, if you haven't started there with thinking like the customer, you're not going to get very far.
Oh, I love this.
And when you start there, then you start applying that all the way through the sales process, because the customer's needs and what their goals and objectives change. Everyone's changes over time. Yeah. And they also change during the sales process. And so that's very important and so when you start there and you have that basis and you can apply that. So at the end of the day, patience is a virtue, and it's about their pressure and what's going on in their world, not yours. And if you can't divorce yourself from that, then you will be squandering leads.
Yes.
You are going to just constantly be burning through accounts. You're not going to be able to hold on to customers. Those are all bad things from a business perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
It takes a lot of time and energy to develop those relationships, and you need to hold on to them. You need to nurture them and make them even better and stronger to stand the test of time. And those are the things that you get when you are respectful of that timing and you really focus on their pressure and what's going on in their world and their perspective. And you will actually close the sales faster when you do that.
Isn't that funny? By going slower with your pressure, you're actually going to close your sale faster. That's brilliant. I love that, Lynn. We are going to wrap it up now, but this has just been... I'm scribbling down all your little quotes. Think like the customer. Work with us so you can. I love this. It's going to be awesome. Lynn, you and I will hopefully be going live on LinkedIn to discuss this further. I forgot to tell you that at the start of the podcast. Sorry.
Okay.
So that's going to be really fun. But in the meantime, how can everybody who's listening find out more about you? Where can they go?
Yeah, you can go to either website, petite and then the digit 2 queen.com or futureforwardsales.com. And you can go to, either work with us or about us. You can find me. I've got my LinkedIn link right there.
Yes.
You can also find me on LinkedIn, Lynn Whitbeck. So, and you can connect with me there. Just remember, if you're going to try to cold call sell me,
it's not going to work. My listeners would never do that. I can promise you. Don't let me down it. Don't let me down, everybody. All right. Thank you so much, Lynn. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Louise. I'm so glad I was able to talk with you. It was wonderful.
So that was really great having Lynn on today on the podcast. Did you enjoy that? I thought we could talk that, like with a lot of my guests, I could have talked to her for hours. Her career history, the program that she runs, absolutely fascinating. I think we're going to have lots of great questions on our LinkedIn Live on Friday. So please join us. It's going to be at 5 p.m. UK time. And we were just chatting about the daylight savings. What time is that going to be on West Coast, USA? And I think it's going to be at 11 a.m. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's going to be 9 a.m. 9 a.m. West Coast. So see if you can join us. That'd be really brilliant. And if you are interested in getting your own LinkedIn up to scratch, come over to socialbni.com and check out the LinkedIn Learners Lab that I talked about, but also the LinkedIn VIP sessions, which are going off brilliantly. I'm getting such wonderful feedback on them. So one of my clients said last week that she really feels that in 3 hours, she learned more than it would have taken her weeks to learn. And that's why people like the VIP session, because it is an intensive. We go through so much content, but we do it together. Like you leave that session with your profile completely sorted, and you know and understand how to use LinkedIn to reach out to the right people. You know how to find the right people, which is so important. How to reach out and connect with them in not the way that Lynn and I were talking about, not in the sending them cold messages, but building relationships with them. And also, there's so many bits to it, but you'll have heard me talk about this before on the podcast. It's about building your network, sharing really interesting content that attracts your target audience, and using LinkedIn Messenger and pulling it all together. So if you are interested in that, do reach out to me. If you have enjoyed the podcast, I hope you do enjoy it, please share it with another person. And if you would like to leave me a review on Apple Podcasts, that would be fabulous. And I'll read you out on air. So until next time, I'll see you on Friday. Look after yourselves and talk to you soon.